Hello again, this is Chaos Cafe, and we are continuing our journey with the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. This should be about episode 3, and we're going to the library.
I think so. I think that's where we left off.
Cool. Ready to mosey down to the next car? You got it, partner. Onwards. This is so cozy. I want that poster. All this stuff's getting heavy. I'll dump what I don't need. What stuff?
That's a good question.
Do I just have chili dogs?
We have a whole ass arcade machine. Anyway.
Hey, Amy. Everyone's favorite journalist reporter, Amy Rose, is hot on the scoop. I'm heading out. You've been fabulously helpful.
Already? Before you go, Espio and I wanted to give you your present.
My presents? You're both too sweet. Thank you.
Vector, it seems we have more gifts.
Amy, there you are. Want to join us finding clues? Flattered, but the pace you two are going, Sonic's murderer will never get found.
That's rude.
She just said we're super slow. Snails even.
What has she found out, huh?
That she has presents. Oh, she's confident. She must have something up her sleeve. This tip is just too juicy to ignore. I'll see you all around. Grr. Don't worry, Sonic. I'll be the one to avenge you, and quick.
But how are you gonna leave? The door to the next car is locked.
Oh, you doubt the birthday girl? That's a key. I love the little cake on top. The birthday girl has the master key. Right. The birthday girl gets the birthday key.
Of course, it's a birthday privilege.
I'll solve this case before anyone else. Bye!
Amy may be hasty, but she's thorough. Now, what are you two doing? Looking mighty suspicious, I say.
I'm the detective, so I can't be the murderer. And I'm here to ask if anyone's hungry.
Same. Starved, killed for a chicken parmesan right about now.
Maybe kill isn't the right language to use right now.
I'm Becker, the butcher. I'm licensed to handle raw meat. And I'm Espio, the poet.
Fitting. Poetry. A resonant message from poet to reader meant to challenge our delicate perspectives with the most rhythmic of prose.
Rose?
I use my big brain for that one.
A lot of big words.
I'm not defining any of them.
Cool.
Can I hear some?
Fuck, I don't want to read poetry.
I don't think he's prepared.
Oh no. Alright.
Go.
Yeah?
Go.
You ready? You ready for this?
It's gonna be cringe.
Teardrops in the spring, can you hear me sing? La la la, dee dee dee. Was that it? I have more if you like. Cherry blossoms in the spring.
I'm satisfied for now, thanks. At least he's rhyming, I suppose. Chaos and I are here to establish both of your alibis. Can you walk us through what happened after Amy had everyone leave the dining car?
Oh sure, it's simple. We just explained this to Amy actually. When we were all sent off, Rose, Blaze, Shadow, and Sonic all passed through this library car, where Amy told me and Espio to stay. I promptly picked a book off the shelf and made myself comfortable. Vector got bored, so he left to see what Knuckles was up to in the saloon car. Yep.
Where was Rouge? We happened to see her lipstick stain on a cup at the saloon car.
Rouge came over to the library car, seemingly looking for something. Then she went to search the saloon car. Oh, I didn't notice that.
Oh.
She came back shortly after. We heard her shout, "No way!" at the brochure stand over there. But she left back to the casino car before Shadow came through and locked the door.
Wonder what she found. She obviously been on the hunt for something.
After Rouge left, Shadow walked through the casino car, then entered the library car and locked the door behind him.
More importantly, why has Shadow been locking doors? I was thinking the exact same thing. Of just like, it can't be an OCD thing. Just like, lock the door, lock the door, lock the door.
Like, we don't have any background of any of these guys. What was Shadow's role again?
We should have taken notes. Fudge.
I think he was the engineer.
Definitely had like an engineer-like outfit.
I remember him wearing a hat.
Yes, that's all.
That's about all I remember.
One brain cell.
Shadow walked through the library car to the saloon car where Knuckles and I were playing games. He insisted on showing us up at Super Monkey Ball. I got so engrossed by the rolling monkey action I hardly noticed when Shadow left the saloon car. I guess he walked through the library car to the casino car again, locking the door behind it. Then returned to the lounge car where he was meant to be stationed. When Vector came back, we realized Knuckles locked the door to the saloon car when we were stuck in the library car. That's when the train sped up. We were worried about the bookshelves falling on us, but we got through it all right. We sat trapped here until Amy arrived asking questions. She is the one that told us someone murdered Sonic. And yeah, that's all that happened.
With all these locked doors, it seems Vector and Espio couldn't have left the library car or the saloon car. Thank you both for your cooperation. We're just going to peek around and we'll return with any questions.
If you return with any meat, I'll chop it up for you. And if you like to be serenaded with a poem, I got you covered.
Thanks, guys. Their alibis seem solid enough, but we should still search for clues. What we're looking for is any evidence that proves what they're saying is true. Also, real quick, what if Amy wasn't looking for clues and was just like, awesome story, bye. And like she'll have a totally different conclusion.
I don't know. It's gonna be interesting.
We need to confirm Vector's reason for leaving his post and determine if Espio was actually in the library car reading. A tall task, but we can do it. Let's get to the bottom of this, Tails. Absolutely. It's 2 floors.
That it is.
Chaos Cola?
Chaos Cola.
From Chaos Cafe? We would never.
We can talk to the robot. I want to talk to the robot.
Oh, poor thing. That arm is really struggling cleaning up this car. To be fair, I wouldn't want to clean up all this mess either. Let's just leave it alone to do its thing. But I like talking to the robot. Yeah, probably for the best. Fine.
We can spin the globe.
Spin it! A globe of our marvelous planet. I haven't traveled around much. The islands are fun and all, but I'd love to visit some of the countries. They're a lot of fun, honestly. Plenty of wonderful people and shops. The food can't be beat either. There's more than chili dogs out there. Ah, sounds perfect for a vacation. The conductor was talking about Spagonia, if you've ever been there. I have, actually. If you're ever visiting, be sure to stop at the university and say hi to Professor Pickle. He'll tell you everything about the area and makes one scrumptious sandwich. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks. This group knows everyone and has been everywhere, haven't they?
That's what happens when you go around saving the world.
Book in the middle.
Trash can.
I wonder if it's empty. Something's always hidden in the trash. Let's check there. I hate to say it, but there's nothing here. Ah, I really thought there'd be something there. One of these trash cans is gonna have something in it. Chaos, are you sad that there was nothing in the trash can? No, I'm alright. I'm sure there'll be something hidden in the next trash bin we find. You really think so? Yeah, we just gotta stay optimistic. Yeah, okay. These trash bins hide a secret, I'm sure. God damn it. Chaos, you're pretty unconventional, but I like that. Is that supposed to be a compliment?
I think so.
That is at least twice now that I have said something and then it comes up in Chaos's line. Big old bookshelf. There's so much to look at.
Pile of books.
Pile of books.
Oh, yeah.
A chow hangs precariously from a tree branch. The large text below reads, "Hang in there." Wow. I really needed to see this. This little chow's hanging there, refusing to use his wings to fly safely. Oh no.
Yeah, they have wings. It's basically like a bird hanging upside down.
Because choosing the hard way is often the most rewarding. Yeah, I now see the little wings on him.
That's why I think it's funny. It's basically a bird hanging off the side of a cliff, being like,
Anna.
Anya.
That's beautiful. If Chow can stick to his principles and find strength, then I can too. There's no way there was that much thought put into this poster. Right.
Alright.
Brochure. Oh, brochures. There are travel destination ideas here, like amusement parks, caverns, hotels, restaurants. Oh.
What's that?
A map of the saloon? Chaos, look at this. There's a couple maps here. This seems to be the map of the library car. The books are categorized by genre, which are listed here. I love a good overhead map. Let's take it. Why do I need a map?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yours is more of a directory than anything. I'm just like, oh, you want horror? Go to that shelf. Should we take this brochure about a cave too? Look, there's stalactites. Nah, leave it. Oh, yeah, that's fair. Nobody shares my fondness for caves.
This is the first we've heard of it.
Why am I chaos?
I want to look at the map real quick. We've been lied to.
There's nothing on
There are no labels.
This is blank. You can get from point A to point B by walking down the middle.
I'm gonna guess we are standing right.
Rally, because there is a rug.
We got a rug. We got the big blue chair. And a couple chairs there.
Cool. Anyway.
Alright.
Books on the floor.
Alright.
So many books on the ground. I wish we had time to pick them up. There's 3. There are 3 books on the floor.
So many.
I sadly have no interest in picking up these books.
Oh shit, I was not prepared. Hold on. Let me clear my throat. A lot of these were knocked off by the train speeding up, but Rouge pulled a lot of these out too, searching for something.
Rude. What reckless behavior. I feel sorry for the poor books. The spines are creasing. They're opening too far. This kid feels empathy for everything.
Was not expecting Espio to just hop in there like that.
Just Table.
Why can't
Table. Let's just take a pause and sit for a second. These chairs are very comfy. So plush. Puts me right in the mood to read. Makes me want to take a nap, personally. I am chaos. What in the world? In fact, maybe I'll rest my eyes a bit. Chaos, no. Don't fall asleep. There's been a murder, remember? And I want a nap. If I had a ring for every time a murder ruined my nap time.
You'd have one ring. If you had 2 rings, it'd be weird. Not a lot of rings. But it's weird that it happened twice.
And now that line's going. And I have 2 nickels.
Alright.
I feel like there was something else.
There's this book here, and then this bookshelf.
Okay.
And then we can talk to those people.
Cool.
And the door, I guess.
Bookshelf first, I suppose. Wow, I wish I could stop and look at all these books. But Sonic needs me. No time to rest. Alright, let's move on then. Well, I mean, a little peek wouldn't hurt. He's scavenging through all the book titles excitedly. Like a kid in a candy shop, or in this case, a genius in a train library. That's odd. I know some books have fallen out on the floor and everything, but every book on these shelves is in alphabetical order, but this one. The Mirage Express Manual. Why do they just have this in the library?
You know, just in case. I don't know why you wouldn't keep it in, like, the conductor's card, but it's
Maybe
fine.
he got a copy.
There's a copy in there.
It's the user guide to the Mirage Express, the train we're currently on.
Wow, no way.
Wow. Do you think someone found it on the ground and put it back? Maybe, but it is interesting. Let's make a note of this. Add it to your inventory.
Alright. Book.
Book. What's this bright red book? Oh, yuck. This reeks of the evil scientist, Dr. Eggman. Yep, this is Dr. Eggman's autobiography and recipe book.
I want it. I want it.
What does Dr. Eggman cook?
I don't know. And I want to know. I want it.
What kind of recipes? Who cares? I wouldn't trust the book he's written. It's weird this is even here. Maybe people just appreciate an omelet. You may not be wrong.
I want to know. Alright, door and then these 2.
I feel like they're just going to say the door's locked, but sure. Shadow supposedly walked through the library car before going into the saloon car.
Huh?
When Shadow left the library car, he locked this door on the way out. There's gotta be a reason he's doing this. Should we make a note of it? Yeah, I do believe we should. Add it to your inventory. I think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Vector and Espio and find out what really happened.
Alright, who first?
Vector.
Vector? Alright. Boom. Did you bring me any meat to chop? I may be a butcher, but they confiscated my meat cleaver before getting on the train.
You actually tried to bring a knife on the train?
Same. I am a man of authenticity, Tails. Without a knife, I'm just a chef in a ketchup-stained apron, not a butcher.
I think if you had a knife on you, we'd definitely think you were the murderer.
But what if I hid the knife?
You know I'm not the biggest fan of this line of thought.
Alright. Stock, order.
What does he say when we say, "Can I take your order?" I feel like somebody's gonna order.
Oh, yes, please. I'm starved.
Actually, I'm off duty at the moment. The murder mystery is more important.
Then why would you show the menu to me?
I also don't know why. Come on, Chaos. Why would you tease him like that?
And here I thought I could trust you. You made a fool of me.
I'm sorry. Look, Chaos, you made him a fool. Come on, Chaos, smooth this over. No, I'm the fool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I smooth things over, but at what cost? Start interrogation.
So, the two of you don't believe us, eh?
It's not that I don't trust either of you, but I wouldn't be a proper detective without examining the validity of your alibis. Chaos and I are here to confirm two things. Why Vector left to play games with Knuckles, and if Espio really was reading in the library car. Vector, we'll start with you. Why did you leave the library car to visit Knuckles? We're prepared to present evidence if need.
Oh, that's easy. I got bored. Same. What? I wasn't entertaining him enough. It seems Vector enjoys being social. Can't switch voices this quickly.
Dude.
Plus, we were instructed to mingle. I remember the arcade machine in the saloon car, so I figured I'd go check it out.
This seems to line up with the information we gathered with Knuckles. Then that brings our attention to you, Espio. Rouge entered the library car, found something, then left. You said you immediately started reading, but were you actually reading the entire time you were in the library car?
Of course he was. Once Espio starts reading, he doesn't stop till it's done. I've seen it happen.
It must have been a good read. What was the book?
Espio doesn't tell you that, detective. Let the man live.
It is you.
What if it was embarrassing? What kind of things do you think I read?
If you won't talk, I have a hunch on what that book might be. Chaos, could you help me out? Alright, Chaos, what book do we think Espio may have been reading?
The only book we picked up.
Just the manual.
A manual? You think Espio is reading instructions? What argument could you possibly have to support this? Oh boy, here we go.
Go, go, go!
Don't die.
Oh, it's purple now.
I know where the coins are. Hello? Fuck me.
Cursed space bar. We got this, Tails. Try again. Think fong. There are books scattered around the floor, sure, but the remaining books on the shelves were all in alphabetical order. All except this manual, meaning someone, at the very least, picked the manual up and put it back in the incorrect place. That's first. This lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you, Espio.
Hey now, I won't have you insulting my pal like this. Calm down, Vector. I know you mean well, but I can handle myself. Apologies, Espio.
A butcher and a poet. Friendship can form anywhere.
That is indeed the book I was reading, the Mirage Express Manual. Trains are cool. Alright, my brain broke. I read manual, and my brain said Manuel because Wally, and
Manuel.
I had to stop. I had to stop for a second. Manuel.
In that case, we'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual, Chaos, if you don't mind. Could you ask Espio some questions about the manual? Just flip to a page and ask away. Oh, I see. Quiz Espio about the manual to prove he read it. Which page should I quiz him on? 362.
362.
Okay, what efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless?
Robotic arms. During events, they can perform a variety of tasks and are responsible for cleaning up trash and messes afterwards.
I remember the conductor saying the train can clean itself. Though I have a feeling the train company just didn't want to hire any janitors.
That's fair. The robotic arms can also detect weapons or explosives being brought onto the train, ensuring passenger safety.
Yes, that's a lot. Okay. Seems like SBO aced that question. Chaos. Hit him with another one. Oh, okay. Which page do I choose? 89. Working backwards. What is the Mirage Express's cancellation policy?
No refunds and you will be charged a no-show fee. This does not apply if you are over the age of 65.
Gee, the person who made this rule must have been over 65. Last one, Chaos. Let's see if SBO can get 3 for 3. Gotcha. Which page? Oh, I only have 3 options. Oh wait, no, they changed. 402. What was implemented to support the conductor duties and ease general train obligations?
An intelligent data processing system. It works in tandem with the conductor to ensure smooth travel for guests.
I remember this. The train has an autopilot, but it can't access its full suite of capabilities without the conductor present.
Now, did I pass your little test?
Yes? Totally. It's wild you were able to retain all this information so quickly.
A poet's brain is often surprising.
I don't know if I'd be bragging about that. You've clearly read the manual. Those answers feel far too specific to be guesses.
And you both had the nerve to question my buddy like that. Don't we want to be supporting folks who read?
You have to admit, though, reading the entire time a murder occurred does sound a bit suspicious, even if true. But he answered all my questions so calmly. It's very impressive.
No, I understand. Everyone's cautious attitude. Wrecker was the only one to see me reading after all. My alibi is hard to substantiate despite being the truth.
Big words. Uh-huh. Well, you definitely read through the manual, so I suppose we can. SBO, is that true? Vector was the only one to see you reading?
Yeah.
Shadow probably did.
That's true. And Rouge. Shadow and Rouge. Yes, that's correct. Problem?
Frankly, I don't believe that can be true, and we have evidence to back it up. Chaos always puts me on the spot. Okay, Chaos, think. You should have a piece of evidence linked to someone who also saw SBO reading. But what? The lock.
You think the lock?
Yeah, because Shadow had to come through because he was locking doors. Like, I'm not one to talk about just beelining through a room and just being like, everyone out of my way.
I was thinking it might be the map. It's like that might be a bookshelf. So like if he was sitting here, nobody would see him. We can do the lock. Let's do the lock. Shadow's lock. Please, pray tell, what this has to do with anything.
Am I wrong? We're up, Chaos. Let's get our argument together. Go.
Ha, I was prepared. I was ready.
50.
Oh.
Get to the end.
Yeah. Did we do it? Did we get the same song? We got the same song.
Got 50 somehow.
Ugh. There's so many things happening.
Shadow walked through the library car to get to the saloon car, where he set the original high score on the arcade machine.
Yeah, but I ended up beating it. It wasn't the high score long. Crocs are natural gamers.
Espio said he saw Shadow enter the library car, but he's mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. He only mentions that Vector came back. When Shadow left Knuckles and Vector in the saloon car, Espio was fully seated reading his book for a good while at this point. Those are faces.
You could have just not seen those.
We all know Shadow had to walk back through the library car when he left the saloon car.
That's not true. He can use chaos control.
I doubt that they're going to be using that here.
Just imagine just him teleporting across the
Like,
car.
I'm going to take the time to walk all the way through and then just fuck it.
Zap back.
So there's absolutely no way Shadow and Espio didn't notice one another on Shadow's return trip.
I mean, it was a simple slip up. I was just fully immersed in my book that I didn't notice Shadow.
You're telling me the sound of doors opening and locking wouldn't have caused you to look up?
Well, you see,
Guilty. I can sense Espio's desperation here. Defending that argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy. So if you didn't see Shadow returning from the saloon car to lock all the doors, then, at that moment, were you really in the library car at all? But how would Espio leave? Shadow locked all the doors and no one saw Espio in the saloon car. It's a mystery, my dear Chaos. One that I would love for Espio to solve.
he is bullying Espio right now.
Oh, he's so sad.
You gotta believe me.
That cool demeanor is vanishing.
I was so involved with my book, I didn't notice Shadow passed back through the library car honest. When Vector returned, he even had to tap me on the shoulder to get my attention. Yeah, I think I remember doing that.
I must avenge my friend's death, so I will ask you again, Espio. If you weren't there for Shadow to see you reading, then how did you leave the library car?
He didn't. Tails, you're being very aggressive and I don't like it. I didn't.
Why doesn't this seem right to me? Tails definitely feels like he's onto something, but I don't see it. Was Espio simply sitting reading, or did he somehow vanish to not notice Shadow's return to the library car? What should I do? I'm going to defend Espio.
Yeah.
I have to make sure our guests are taken care of. I have to speak up. Tails. I'm going to argue with myself real quick. We have a piece of evidence that can answer all our problems.
Are we gonna thank Sonic against Tails?
Oh, watch it be like the most hardest one. Alright, my fellow associate, lay it on me. What piece of evidence shows Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another?
The map. The library map.
Alright, now let's get my thoughts in order.
Thank Sonic against Tails. Let's go. We're gonna die.
55.
Uh,
You're good.
Yeah.
Get to the end. Maybe pick up a few more rings.
Nah, we did it. Ah.
There it is.
I don't know how I made that one jump though. That scared me.
The library map? Oh, I see. See the exits? They're right across from one another, a straight path. If Shadow walked down this straight path, there's a way Espio and Shadow couldn't have seen one another. The table. Looks like you have to point out where exactly on the map you mean.
I did this earlier.
Where could Espio have been for Shadow not to see him?
This Interesting, that's where I was sitting reading my book. I can see this. When I returned from the saloon car, Espio was in the same spot.
That confirms it then. You see, Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another from this spot, because the bookcase is in the way. There's no way Shadow could have seen Espio, or vice versa. That makes a lot of sense why you never mentioned Shadow's return, Espio. There's just no way you could have seen him.
I apologize for losing my cool back there. I felt like I was grasping, despite telling the truth. But I'm glad you all believe me now.
Your alibi isn't the most airtight, but I have no further points. Thank you both for answering all our questions. We did it. Another pair of alibis validated. Too many locked doors to worry about, but I'm glad everything straightened itself out in the end.
Well, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna crash here for a bit. These chairs are so comfy.
They look comfy.
Likewise, I could use a breather.
Sadly, our work isn't done. I have plenty of questions for Rouge, and especially Shadow. Oh, it seems the door to the next car is open. Did Amy just leave it open? Amy must have kept it open when she passed through earlier. Then that's our cue to leave. See you later, Vector and Espio.
Give 'em heck, and if you need any meat chopped up, say the word. I'll keep my poetry sharp for you both.
I very appreciate how they were both just like character. Yes.
Oh boy,
No.
another one. Here we go. Ugh. A murder is on the loose, while doors keep getting locked. Tick tock, tick goes the clock, while our heroes are in the caboose.
Personally, I would have said whilst, but that may be a personal preference. At this point, I'm feeling pretty confident in our detective abilities. We're really doing this. Come on, Chaos, let's see what's next. Coming!
Just gonna end it here for tonight, today, wherever it is for you.
So late.
It's late for us. I'm tired. That was the Library car. And yeah, hope you had fun. He's got to voice all the next characters in the casino car. So I'm going to grab popcorn and sit back, relax, and watch.
I can't wait to fumble over all my words. Bye.
Bye.